Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
And everybody say,
I remember way back when.
And everybody say,
I remember way back when.
And everybody say,
I remember way back when.
What?
Back in the days I sit and wish I was.
Upside down, bouncing off the ceiling, inside out, stranger to the feeling.
Oh my gosh, Furbies. I never really bought one because, you know, I was kind of scared of them because they kind of remind me of the little Gremlins. I know you've seen that Gremlins movie. That Furby remind me of the damn Gremlins movie. And I know y'all remember when the Furby started saying the cuss words, you know. I know you remember. And so, you know, I definitely couldn't have one then. And plus, I'm already a little scared of them damn things. Little damn creatures that talk. Hell, I already had my little brother, so there was enough creatures that could talk by me. Okay? Whoa. I completely remember Furbies. They kind of resemble the Gizmo character from Gremlins. And I remember when they first came out, everybody was just rushing to the store to get them. They turned this little idea into this $1 million business with something that just looked like a owl or something like that. I didn't actually go and buy a Furby. I got them from McDonald's.
Let's see, Furbies. I don't remember much about Furbies. I remember them being those little small little things that were creepy with the big eyes and the weird looking mouths and the big noses and all that. And they were all furry and stuff. And they were like, Furby, Furby. And they would go like this. With their eyes. Oh, it was so weird looking. It was crazy. Remember, everybody had one. Furbies were just crazy. Like, who wants a Furby nowadays? Nobody even likes Furbies. It's like if Furby were to try to make a comeback, everybody would be like, Furby, who are you? Furby? What's a Furby? You know?
Furbies. I never really played with Furbies, but weren't those things supposed to be like the little good Furby in the movie Gremlins? I think that's what it was supposed to be modeled after. But I just want to know, like, why didn't they make the Gremlins then? If they made a little Furby, they should have made the Gremlins. They probably wouldn't have sold, but they could have at least had them.
Furbies. Wow. Oh my god. Look at those stupid ass things. Those little furry dolls. I used to have one. I don't know where it is now, but those ugly little furry dolls. They were just pointless. All they did was like say one thing and you roll them around and it's like, that's so cool. No.
Yeah, so I had a Furby when they came out, but it was like 2 years after they came out, and they weren't really that cool anymore, so I was all excited, and I was like, yeah, guys, I got a Furby, and people were like, okay, right. But mine was a baby Furby, and they're supposed to be so much better. They really weren't. I loved how you would feed them with your finger. I wonder how many kids had to go to the hospital because they tried to feed them with something else. But apparently the government would use those to try and record secrets. I guess a regular tape recorder is too obvious. But mine never recorded anything. I always hoped it would like curse somebody out, so I would curse around it. But it never did. And every time it said something, I'd rush and get my little book. Okay, what did it say? But the thing that creeped me out the most is that it would sleep with its eyes open. It's really awkward. I thought it was like the Gremlins and would just, you know, turn into a monster in the middle of the night and kill me. But maybe I was just paranoid.
Drive me crazy, I just can't sleep. I'm so excited, I'm in too deep.
Let's see, Tamagotchi. Okay, Tamagotchis are crazy because I had about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 of those things. I used to love a Tamagotchi. Like, I had a chicken. Then I had like the Tamagotchi farm. I remember that. I had everything. And I remember when they started to be like a little problem in school. We couldn't take them to school anymore, so we'd hide them in our pockets, and they would go off and they would like die and stuff, and it was crazy. Like they would die in our lockers and everything. And we came up with a song. We had this song that we did about the Tamagotchis when we couldn't take them to school anymore. It was like, you can't take your Tamagotchi, you can't take your Tamagotchi, you can't take your Tamagotchi to school no more. What? You can't take your Tamagotchi, you can't take Tamagotchi. It was wrong. What they did was wrong because I'm telling you, lots of Tamagotchis are dead today because of what they did.
I don't think I remember Tamagotchis. I don't think I do. I may have, like, all my friends had them and I wanted to have them. I was like, because they talk about, my Tamagotchi died today, or my Tamagotchi got laid today, or, yeah. yeah, Tamagotchis.
Tamagotchi, or as I would like to call them, gigapets. That's how everybody knew them in my area of Shreveport, Louisiana. Anyway, gigapets became like this new thing that everybody wanted for Christmas, and kids would be bringing them to school left and right. Nobody paying attention to the teacher in class. The teacher talking about, okay, like 12 divided by 2 is blah, 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 blah. We worrying about feeding out our gigapets. They died up on you and stuff like that, which can be very traumatizing for a kid, you know. Even though it's not a real animal, kids get very attached to different stuff, and then you spend your time trying to take care and feed this gigapet, this virtual pet, and then just ups and dies on you, and you have to start all over again. You know, that can be traumatizing to kids. And, you know, but hey, it let them learn that, I guess it let them learn some kind of responsibility for their actions.
Tamagotchis, I didn't have one of those. I had a lot of bootleg versions of things. They were called nano pets and other crap. I don't know what the purpose of that was, but everyone else had one, so of course I wanted one. I just had the ones from McDonald's, though, that came with the Happy Meal. So they were just keychains. They didn't do anything, but, you know, I feel like I was still in the loop a little bit. Kind of like with the Beanie Babies. I pretty much just had the McDonald's versions of that, too. I think I just had McDonald's versions of everything, like Hot Wheels and all that. That's pretty sad.
I honestly think Tamagotchi was really stupid. I mean, because everybody was like, oh, it's just like a real pet. No, it's not. A Tamagotchi doesn't crap on your carpet. A Tamagotchi doesn't wake you up in the middle of the night. And when you get tired of a Tamagotchi, you can turn it off. But you couldn't reset it. Because you always had to find like some little needle or a pen to stick it in the little reset button.
Oh my God, the Tamagotchis. Well, you know, when I was little, my mom would never let me get a pet because she would say I was irresponsible and stuff. So I got a Tamagotchi. A Tamagotchi. Them things was expensive as hell. I can't remember how much. I think it was 20. Was it 20, y'all? Or 10? Hell, I don't know. But all I know, it was expensive. But I got one, you know. And, you know, I would take it to school, show all my friends. You know, I had a whole bunch of them. Put it on my backpack. I took that motherfucker to school, and tell me why somebody stole my damn Tamagotchi off my damn backpack. Tell me why I was so pissed. You know I held everybody hostage up in that classroom, and nobody would leave until I got my damn Tamagotchi. And come to find out, my damn teacher stole my Tamagotchi. She stole that motherfucker. Gonna tell me that we didn't need it at school, but it was in my backpack. Huh, and you know I got it back.
And now, Chanel Heaven with this week's edition of Songs from Back in the Day.
Tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
On it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a party. Tell me why ain't nothing but a. It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you, but when we are apart, I feel it too. And no matter what.
I already had my little brother, so there was enough creatures that could talk for me. Okay?